And we even had one friend that said, I feel like a movie star because I've only seen this in American movies.
You're spending 5 minutes with the missionary. This podcast is a window into missionary life. It's fun, it's personal, it's real, and this season, it's delicious. We are gathering at the Thanksgiving table in this episode, and you'll recognize this next missionary, Mantey. Megan helps with continuing education and care ministries for church workers in Africa.
For this one instance, I want to share a little bit about Thanksgiving, living in Uganda. As we know, Thanksgiving, when we celebrate it in November, is an American holiday. And so our friends in Uganda only know about it through movies and books that they might have read. Mark and I saw this as an opportunity to connect with our neighbors, the church body that we work with, and to also serve as an outreach. So we decided that we would host Thanksgiving at our house, and we did this for several years, about 3 or 4 years, until COVID came. One of these opportunities led us to invite many leaders from the church body, the Lutheran Church of Uganda, that we walk alongside, as well as our Muslim neighbors. And we did this on purpose so that we could connect everyone, that they would have an opportunity to share. During this time, we cooked everything that you would have at an American Thanksgiving. Mark and I grew up in different parts of the United States, and so we had different things that we wanted at our table. We also had to prepare this Thanksgiving meal, and that same day, the generator was needed as the power was out all day. But we also had to find a turkey, and this was a turkey from a farm that we found. We had to get the turkey butchered, and then we had to have someone cook our turkey because our oven is not big enough for a turkey. All of these different things led us to share about what we were doing and tell a little bit about who we are, as well as why we were doing it. And so people all over town were very fascinated, and they wanted to hear more about it. So we even got time with the cook who was preparing our turkey and did an excellent job to prepare it for us and our neighbors. So when we had the Thanksgiving at our house, we had about 30 people over, and we used the living room and the dining room areas, and we just brought every table that we could. We even borrowed some tables from the church body and asked if we could have additional seating, and they were very happy to do that. So at one of our meals, we had the usual fixings for Thanksgiving, but then we also wanted a few things that our Ugandan friends would be used to. So rice, beans. We might have even prepared matoke. Matoke is a cooking banana. It's similar to a plantain. So all of those things we were able to have at our house. Everyone got a soda along with their meat and their side dishes. And this was very awesome because in Uganda, a lot of times meat is only served for special holidays, like Christmas and Easter would be the ones that they eat meat for in Uganda. So when we were gathered then, we shared, we were able to tell, people kept asking us, well, what is this Thanksgiving? What is it that we're celebrating? So we were able to share a little bit about it, about the background, but then also share from a Christian Thanksgiving to talk about all that God has blessed us with and how we are continually thankful for all that He has given in our lives. We're thankful for this daily bread. So this allowed for an opportunity for everyone to go around the table and share such an instance. And it was a great outreach to our Muslim neighbors that were there, as they'd never heard such talk before. And then they were able to meet the leaders in the Lutheran Church of Uganda and to learn more about it that way. Mark sometimes misses American football, so he even found an American football game one year and put it on the TV, and it just added a little humor to the evening as people were choosing their favorite teams and their different reasonings for those teams. And so it just added a smile to all of our faces, and we were able to play games and things as well. So for us as Americans, it provided just some comfort that we were able to share a part of our culture with our friends in Uganda, because we're constantly learning about their culture and we love learning about their culture. And for our Ugandan friends, they were so happy to learn a little bit about who we are and where we come from. And we even had one friend that said, I feel like a movie star because I've only seen this in American movies. And they enjoyed preparing in the kitchen with us and finalizing. And it just provided a lot of grateful opportunities for us. And it's something that our friends even still talk about when we were able to host those Thanksgiving meals. And so we're so grateful for those opportunities where we can come together just as people and where we can share about our culture, but also learn about another culture. But then through those opportunities, we're creating something brand new. Thanksgiving in Uganda looks differently than it does when we're celebrating in America, and we're thankful for that.
Thanks for spending 5 minutes with a missionary. To learn more about Megan and her husband Mark, go to lcms.org/Mantey. You can also sign up for their newsletter using the link in the show notes. You can find this podcast on kfuo.org/missionary podcast, or really anywhere you get your podcasts. Join the LCMS International Mission community on Facebook or Instagram at LCMS International Mission.